Metro Police have released new details about the suspect accused of crashing into a woman after her car broke down. 29-year-old Cody Hill was arrested on DUI charges on Tuesday night. Metro Police says Hill struck a woman who was pushing her car near Ann and Jones after it broke down. According to an arrest report, Hill was also driving on an expired registration. Several other bystanders were helping her, but only the woman was struck and killed. In the police report, she's been identified as Diana Reddy. We have reached out to Clark County Coroner's office as well. Court records indicate Hill was released from custody following his initial appearance on Wednesday on a $150,000 bond and electronic monitoring. He is due back in court for a status check on Monday.